This information, God want to go to your government to know that Canada team, if United States House of Congress here, if United States House of Congress by Russia government and Mr. Putin here above the Congress, and Mr. Putin not stand to bring in your country, your parliament, your government under my investigation, third war God attacking. To bring in Arab terrorists, you give job behind my future, Muslim terrorists, you can say, behind my future 10 years crime did it cost, to bring in your Canadian Security Service on the breaking world news, on the deadly investigation to your government in the Ottawa, to bring in your building Canadian Security Service on the breaking world news on the lawsuit for 700,000 trillion crime of your country, what you did behind the European, behind the Russia, behind the United States secret, behind the Iran, behind the many country you send a spy and did crime, Canadian Security Service, and behind my future you did 10,000 crimes so far, but your Canadian Security Service terrorist, Muslim, and your department RCMP India culture connected to Canadian Security Service. I want this investigation coming by space to bring in your department building according to the God in the breaking world news, to bring in your department and your government, Canadian Security Service and your government and your RCMP on the international courts for lawsuit against your government. According to the God, if United States House of Congress by European not stand and attacking your country, freezing your government, third war God attack. The space God released in third war to bring in your parliament building on the world breaking news for this crime against the future, against my future for 10 years you did. But 2022 December was the time, which is the December 2022, got released into January today to bring in this investigation to your government in Canada. Plan is freezing your government under my investigation for terrorist movement you did cost behind my future and criminal from your RCMP and your police criminal hands behind my case in your country you did cost many thousand crime. So I bring in this information to the world to receive that from Mr. Russia, Mr. Putin, European government, to all over to send in this information to many parts that they receive that if NATO supporting your government from now, NATO, according to the God, be on the TNT, nuclear explosion, to shutting down NATO and UK if they are going to supporting your country. According to the space, God, you are on the serious investigation, Canada, Canadian Security Service and your RCMP for lawsuit against your government. God wants to bring your government on the international court under my investigation. If NATO supporting you, NATO UK be under TNT nuclear explosion. Ladies and gentlemen, God want to this information go to many parts to receive that. He will release the space attack, as I told, before second come of crisis on the way to bring in government of Canada on the my investigation on the international court to bring in their country on the charging their government for 700,000 trillion for the lawsuit against their government. If